Does this work? Clinton. What are you doing? Yo, Mr. Clinton, what's up, boy? Clinton the cat. Clinton the cat. Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to be working on a MacBook that doesn't turn on. We're going to see if we can fix this MacBook and make it work again. Because apparently they have protests now at the Quantifactory because of a lot of these COVID restrictions. And because they have all these COVID restrictions, they are not allowing people to leave, which is interesting. And they're also having issues with making new MacBooks. So you can check. So needless to say, I think it may be mildly more difficult to be able to purchase a new MacBook over the next couple of months, so it is very important that we make the ones that we have here work again. And that's what we're going to do in this video. Aren't we, Mr. Clinton? Good boy. Gonna pet the cat, and then, why do you have a gook in your eye, Mr. Clinton? Come here. Pet the cat, and then touch the desk, get rid of the ESD from the cat, and then get started on the board repair. So let's do it, shall we? So we can open up this MacBook and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it and make it work again. We used to do that here on this channel every single day, and there's no reason that we can't do it right now. You all excited? Are you all excited? All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see how dead this channel is. Thank you, Leo M. Oh, look at that. We got 12 viewers. 12 viewers. For those of you who wonder why I say that this channel is dead. Yeah, back when I had 40,000 subscribers and I live streamed a board repair, I get 600 viewers. Now I get 12. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hello to all 12 of you out there. This is some good stuff. Okay. I could literally stream my cat and do better. Hello, Wes. How are you? Hello, High Voltage. Okay. All right, so the first problem I see with this machine is an OWC SSD. If you value your data, in my opinion, you would not get an OWC SSD. Yeah, if you value your data. This is and also it looks like they long screwed the SSD screw, so that's not good. Yeah, very bad. Don't long screw this. Yeah, that's messed. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I'm going to plug in the power supply. First thing I'm going to do is turn on my power supply tool so that you can see the power supply. Sweet mercy! 10 p.m. stream like we're back in 2017. Indeed! Going back to the old days. Okay, one moment. Let me just... One moment. Just going to get my tools turned on. Just going to get my tools turned on. What was the damn? 93,005 PP. Okay. I've got that. And one more. Huh? Hit the wrong one. Oh, duh. Okay, where was I at here? So, what we're going to do, try and figure out why this is stuck at 27 milliamps. So, I'm going to unplug everything, because as you see, can you see that? Maybe you see that? Maybe you don't? Here we go. Yeah, you see that? 18 milliamps. Got to figure out why it's only taking 18 milliamps. So, what are your guesses? Everybody watching, what are your guesses? What are your guesses? What do you think? I would like to see how to open the damn thing. You literally take screws off the bottom. It's like, it's the easiest thing in the world. If you need me to show you how to do that, you're already fucked. but you literally unscrew the screws in the bottom, and that's about that. What do your workouts consist of? So I have an ABA, then BAB workout. So let's say workout A is Monday, B is Wednesday, A is Friday, and then the next week, workout B is Monday, A is Wednesday, and then B is Friday. So my A workout is a set of heavy squats, a set of heavy bench press, a set of heavy pull-ups, pull-ups, a set of skull crushers, and a set of curls. And then my other workout is a set of heavy deadlifts, a set of shoulder press so deadlifts instead of squats, shoulder press instead of bench press, and then the rest is the same: pull-ups, curls, skull crushers. And I also do about half an hour to an hour on the elliptical every day to get 300 to 700 calories burned on the elliptical. And I do that every day, regardless of so I do the weights 3 to 4 days a week, but the cardio is every day. Like there's no day where there's no cardio. And okay, I'm gonna do this. Get this out here. Get this out here. Do this. Do this. We're almost out of here. We need a repair stream with Fireball. Not right now. Maybe later. I'm not feeling Fireball at the moment. But I'm open to it. Certain. Okay. Let's see if any of you have an idea what we should be doing. Okay, so this is an 820-00165 board. We are going to find a schematic. It's the 820-00165. Paul's favorite board. Paul loves this machine. He absolutely loves this machine. He just finds it to be so lovely to work on, so often fixable, just a natural beauty. And I agree with him. This machine is truly a work of art when it comes to boards that are simple to repair, where the issues are usually all solvable and happy, and let's find the schematic for over here. One moment. Going to get the schematic diagram on the screen, and then we're going to get the board view on the screen. We're almost there. Okay. Let's go. So, we got the green light, but again, it's not turning on. So what we usually do is we go through our list of power rails to try and find the one that's not functioning. So you usually scroll over on the schematic to the list of power rails, which used to be on page 3 or 4, but is now on page 65 because Apple. The most important part is, of course, going to be hidden in a confusing place. Now, as we always do, the G3 hots are the rails that show up first. So see all these rails? They start with PP because, you got a PP. They have the name of the rail, like DCN, 3.42 volts, RTC, and at 5 volts. 5 volts. At the end, you have the state that it'll show up in. So you have 5 volts, shows up in an S5 state. 5 volts, shows up in an S4 state. What do these mean? What is S5, S4, S3, G3 hot? Think of it like a pyramid. The power rails are like a pyramid. So you need the base before you can have the top. G3 hot is the base. These are the power rails that are always on. S5, these are the power rails that are going to be on when the computer's off. S4, rails that are on when the computer's hibernating. S3, rails that are on when the computer is in suspend or sleep mode. SO, rails that are going to be on when the computer is on. So a G3 hot power rail, the battery, or the voltage to charge the battery, that's going to be on regardless. The battery is always flowing to the machine. An S4 rail may be a rail for the trackpad of the keyboard. If you put the computer in hibernate mode, you may be able to awake it from hibernate mode by pressing the trackpad or the keyboard, which would then require the trackpad of the keyboard to be powered when the computer is in hibernate so that you could use the keyboard to wake it up. S3. Those are the rails that are going to be present when the computer is sleeping. So for instance, when you put the computer in a sleep mode, all the programs you have open, all the applications, everything that's going on gets saved to the RAM. So the RAM would have to be powered by an S3 power rail because when the machine is in an S3 state, the RAM needs to be powered. SO is when the computer is actually on, awake, and working. That's at the top. That's going to so when it's on, what do you have on that you don't have on when it's sleeping? Things like the CPU. CPU vCore is going to be powered by SO power rails. Do you want to correct me, Mr. Clinton? Mr. Clinton! SO power rails are going to be things like the screen. The screen is on when the computer's on, but it's not on when the computer's sleeping. Things like the CPU, SO power rails, but we need the base power rails first, don't we, Mr. Clinton? Good boy. What's with all the plastic? I'm Italian. We put plastic on our furniture. Anyway, going back to this. So we're going to go through our power rails, try and figure out which ones are missing, which ones are not. Now, as I've gone over in a million videos, so I'm not going to go over it in this one, PP342_G3 hot has to be present because we got an orange light in the charger. So now, we're going to go on to the rest. Try and figure out what's going on with the rest of the machine. Also figure out why Paul Daniels' software is not working. It's not showing how many amps it's taking like it was before. Paul Daniels! Let's try something here. Okay, I'll figure it out. Anyway, PP3V42 is present. Bada bing. Wait, you're not? What happened here? What? Did everything disappear just now? Okay, there we go. Back. PP3V42, 3.42 volts. PP-G3 hot, 8.6 volts. Okay, let's keep going down the list. PPVRTC_G3 hot, 3.3. PP5VS5, 5 volts. Boo. I don't like it. Okay, so usually at this point, what's missing is an S4 rail. And there's two things that I notice here. The first is the board has a fucking giant hole through it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Treats for Clinton, Blackberry, and Oreo. Thank you, Natalie. That's very kind of you. Actually, that's very kind for the kitty, but also, yeah. Thank you very much. So, one thing I gotta do is I have to show you what the somebody fucked this shit up bad. Yo. Okay. So, what the fuck is this? Bro! Look at the board! What the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do? You fucking madman! Okay, so when they screwed the SSD in, they're like, no, I'm gonna keep putting that screw through the board. I'm gonna keep putting that screw all the way through! Long screw, short brain. You're telling me. Oh, just what the... Okay, what else do we see here?
Oh, sweet mercy.
Okay, we have a corroded probe point over here. But I don't think that this is the problem. I can clean that area, but I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is most likely going to be related to the fact that there's a giant hole that somebody put in this board. So there was a little bit of liquid damage over there, and I will check this area for liquid, but I'm going to take a guess that putting a hole through the board is what did this. And then put this in Paul's queue as an easy air, no power. Okay, never mind. We also have another hint over here. We got a little bit of liquid over there, so we're going to figure out what those things are for, where the liquid is, and try to figure out which one's important, and whether this is important or not. So let's take a look at what this is. I still think that this is something that I should not put too much time or effort into, because somebody screwed a hole through it. So we are no fix, no fee. We do not bill you a dime if we're not able to fix your board, other than return shipping. And something tells me this is not going to be fixable because somebody put a hole through it. So what is this area over here? So this is Thunderbolt SPI ROM. This corroded thing is a bunch of, more Thunderbolt stuff. Thunderbolt, PP3V3S4. So it's possible maybe PP3V3S4 is shorted to ground because it is in an area over here that looks like absolute garbage. So I'm going to touch up this area just a little bit. But again, I'm not going to go crazy and spend too much time on this because somebody absolutely wrecked this. Like, this is wrecked beyond belief. Let me take a look here. All right. So I'm up here. And here we go. If you manage to fix this on camera, I will donate $50. But that's never going to happen. Okay, I don't know if I can actually do anything in this area. Go over here. Yeah, I can't actually replace anything in this area because the board is sticking up. Okay, so there we go. Lovely. And yeah, there's no real solder pads over there anymore. There's Jesus. Had a spike of turning on for a moment there. Hello, Hattie. How are you? There's a particular... This is not really working well at all. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's get out my micro pencil. Is any of this even solderable? Is this actually solderable? One way to find out. Maybe. All right, then. Hello, Solder King. Well, there's a limit to how much time I'm willing to put into a board that somebody screwed a hole through. And I think I just reached it. Yeah, I don't really think that there's This is the point at which I go on with my Saturday night. This is the point at which I get on with my Saturday night. Yep. Yep. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. Don't do this to your motherboard. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't ever do this. Do not put a hole through the board. Never put a hole through the board. Never put a hole through the board. Don't put a hole through the board. First time I've checked in with a stream since Lewis is moving the shop pre-pandemic. Always informative, hardworking, and inspiring. Yeah. You're saying that right as I'm giving up. So this is going to go into a bin. Bye-bye. I'm going to get it. This is my cue telling me to move out my Saturday night. And I'm going to go out, get myself a drink, enjoy myself a little bit. Yep, literally here 1 minute. And it